Hello friends, good morning. Now we are going to start our new topic. Again, our new topic is related to welfare. We have completed wealth related all points, all topics. Now we have the topic. Next one is the welfare. Okay. But before that, we have to discuss about our previous topics. Our previous topics are related to types of the wealth and what do you mean by the wealth, types of the goods, what do you mean by the good and services, and what do you mean by the price and value. These all points we have completed. Now we have the next point. Our next topic is related to welfare. Okay. Now we will discuss next topic. Before that, I want to say something. I sent a mail. I sent a message for the your notebook related. Okay, so many students have not completed notebook, and after that, some students have submitted their assignment in by PDF file. But who have submitted last, I will not consider that, because sorry for this. Whatever date I have decided, I want only on that, not after that. Okay, so next time you remember, students, whenever I will give any type of date for your assignment submission, you have to submit only and only on that day, not after that. So please, if you are going to submit your assignment, you have to submit your assignment only on that day which I have decided. Clear? Now we will discuss about the means of the welfare. What do you mean by the welfare? We have done means of the wealth. I think only wealth meaning I have complete. Types are remaining. Today we will discuss about the types of the wealth. These are two types, main two types: individual wealth, social wealth. First one, and second one is the national wealth and international wealth. What do you mean by the individual wealth? Individual wealth, that means what? Actually, individual wealth is related to individual person. If I'm saying that it's my watch, I'm saying that it's my watch. My watch, that means it's my watch only. Individually, it's my wealth. No one another person is the owner of that. It is individual, correct? So it is individual wealth because of only one person, or private consumption can be done by a person, and it is under the ownership of the individual. Okay, it is under the my ownership. No one another person is owner for this. So I can take any type of decision for the consumption of this good. So this type of wealth are known as individual wealth. Now second one is now a social wealth. What do you mean by the social wealth? Social wealth, that means wealth which is under the ownership of the society or a group. That is known as social wealth. For example, dam. If any dam will construct, that will not for a single person. The dam will helpful and wealth will be a society, a country, or a particular region. So that is social wealth. Now next one is the national wealth. What do you mean by the national wealth? National wealth, that means what? Wealth which belonging to a nation and proceed and preserved by a nation is called national wealth. Correct? For example, there's all type of river, mountains, this all are can be consumed by a country. Correct? Not for by a particular person, not by a particular society, not by a particular state. It can be used by a nation. Okay, all type of literature, scripts which are related to a particular nation. These are all are the wealth of the nation. Next one is the international wealth. International wealth, that means what? Which owned by not only a particular one nation, which owned by a whole world, like ocean. That is what? Oceans. There's all oceans. There's all are international wealth. Okay. So a good which has under the ownership not only one nation but belongs to the whole world and can be shared by several nations, more than one or several nations. These are known as international wealth. So types of wealth are clear. Now we will discuss next topic. Next topic is related to welfare. What do you mean by the welfare? Today's our topic is the welfare. Next one is the welfare 2.7. Welfare, that means what? Welfare is a if I'm saying that in our country, in our India, overall state is improving their economic level, can I say this? Overall state is improving their level. This concept is correct or not? This concept is correct or not? If I'm saying that I'm improving my standard of living, then it is welfare or not? Compared to, if I will clear that, compared to last year, compared to last year, in this year, my standard of living is my standard of living improved. Okay, that means what? It is welfare, but it is individual welfare. If I am saying India's life standard or standard of living is increasing, that means what? It is related to a country. So it is collective welfare because it is related to a particular nation, it is related to a particular society, it is related to a particular area. So in this, not only particular individual persons, we are not discussing about individual persons, we are discussing about collective welfare. Okay, so welfare, that means what? Come to this point, welfare means enhancement of life situations, enhancement of life situation, standard of living, and overall state of improvement. It's known as welfare. The concept is welfare used by all philosophies from spiritual sciences to economics. That means these all subjects are using this word, welfare related work. Okay. And this concept has two types. This concept has two types. First one is the individual welfare and second one is collective welfare. Because of this, all human beings, you, me, your father, mother, your all relatives, friends, this all are human beings, correct? And this all human beings want to improve their life standard. Okay, they want to improve their life. They want to improve their this all type of goods which are qualitative goods. Okay, so welfare cannot be measured quantity. I cannot say 1, 2, 3 like that. I cannot measure. I can measure the quality. Correct. I can measure the quality, like better quality, best quality, good, like this. I can measure the quality. Life standard is increasing. Better quality goods we are using. So that is what? It is qualitative measure. Okay. So welfare is a not quantitative measure. It is not quantity contest. It is its growth and it is qualitative in context of development. It is what type of measure? It is qualitative measure. In economics, subject of welfare can be studied as individual welfare and collective welfare. How many types of the welfare? First one is individual welfare, second one is collective welfare. When individuals seeks to make efforts to improve their her or his standard of living and well-being, then it become only individual welfare. If I'm saying that individually, I want to improve my standard of living, then I want to improve my well-being. That means what? It is related to individual person. So it is what type of welfare? Individual welfare. Correct? If my life standard has increased, okay, compared to last year, in this year, my life standard is increased. That means what I'm saying? I'm saying that my welfare, my individual welfare is increased. Okay, I done my individual welfare. That means it is related to individual person. Okay. Now we are discussing the collective welfare. Collective welfare become related to government or a nation. Okay. If a nation or a government improve their growth, improve their development, etc., then we can say it is the subject matter of the collective welfare. If I will say that India's welfare, India's development is increasing year by year. I'm saying about India. That means India is a country, so I can say that our nations, our India's welfare is going on. But it is what type of welfare? It is collective welfare, because of it is not related to individual person. If I'm saying about myself, then it will be related to individual welfare, correct? So I think you have nothing, any confusion about individual and collective welfare, and you got this both. Now we are discussing the next topic. It is related to relationship between wealth and welfare. What is the relationship between wealth and welfare? The relationship between wealth and welfare is generally when wealth increase, welfare also increase. If my income will increase from 5,000 to 10,000, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, or 20 to maybe 30, or 30 to 50,000, then my income will increase. So that means wealth is increasing. If wealth is increased, obviously my standard will be improved. I will be well-being. That means due to increase the wealth, welfare also will be increased. Okay. Wealth means higher capacity to generate monetary value, greater power to exchange goods or services, and purchasing power also will be increase of the owner. Hence, obviously, well-being also increase. So we can say it is the related to individual person. But when we are discussing about the collective welfare, that time it cannot be seen, because some people's welfare will be increased, but some people's will be as usual. They will not increase their welfare. So we can say when the wealth of the nation increases in the form of the nation income, the welfare of people will increase only if this nation income is equilibrity distributed among all peoples. If a country's national income is increasing, if I'm saying that India's national income is increasing, okay, when India's national income is increasing, that means what you are saying, yeah, you will say that all countries, all peoples improve their level, so all countries' welfare also increasing. Because of it's depend on the distribution. It's depend on this all person, this all are well-being or not. This all are using the high standard quality goods or not. If yeah, there's its distribution also equal to all peoples, then we can say all people's living standard also improved. So we can say collective welfare also increase. But it's very essential in that case distribution also equal. If national income increase, then distribution also equal, then we can say collective welfare also going on in the country. So individually it is true, when wealth is increased, welfare also increase, because of the increase the monetary purchasing power of the people, they increase their good standard of living, and they will increase the higher quality goods. But for the collective welfare for the nations, it is not true, because of when national income is increased, how it's distributed among the all peoples, it is also depend on that. If national income will increase, when it will be distributed among the all peoples equally, all peoples will get same type of amount of that, and same type of amount, that means what? Rich will become more richer and poor become more poorer. It is not equal distribution. From rich, government will collect surplus income and it will be distributed among the all poor peoples equally. Then a good level will be maintained between this both. Then we can say this all peoples are increasing their welfare. So a collective welfare can be possible in this condition. So we can not say same type of sentence for the collective welfare. A nation's welfare also depends upon social and cultural formation. Okay, it's depend on the social and cultural formation, and hence there is not always a direct relationship between wealth and welfare. So we can say that it is not always a direct relationship between wealth and welfare in a society. Okay, friends, we have completed this topic. I hope you all have got. Okay, I will start again that revision only for you. In the chapter number 2, we have completed first means of the price, means of the value. Clear? In doubt? Then there's both how these are interrelated to each other. Okay, means of the value and types of the value also we have done. Second one, we have started what do you mean by the price. Then after we have started what do you mean by the goods, what do you mean by the services. Then types of goods I have started. There's various type of the goods, 5 type of goods we have completed. Then after I have started what do you mean by the wealth, what do you mean by the welfare, and characteristics of the wealth. Clear? Then after we have started what do you mean by the welfare and its types. There are two types, individual wealth and collective welfare. Individual welfare and collective welfare. What do you mean by the individual welfare? Individual welfare, that means makes effort to improve his or her standard of living and well-being. It's subject related to individual welfare. If a subject which is related to a government or a nation, that is related to collective welfare. Okay. Relationship between wealth and welfare we started, and first point I said that wealth, if wealth increase, welfare also increase. Okay, because people will increase their higher capacity for the getting any goods and services. They will get more power for the exchange goods and services. Due to increase their purchasing power, peoples will be well-being. So direct relation between wealth and welfare in the individual, but in the individual case, but in the for the collective welfare, it will be different. For a nation, it will be different. If a country's national income is increasing, we cannot say that country's welfare also increasing. We cannot say directly. Why? Because of if a country's welfare will be increased, wealth is increased. How it's distributed among the all peoples? If it is distributed among the all peoples equally, then we can say that countries' wealth and welfare both have positive relationship, and this both are increasing in a for a nation and for the collective welfare we can say. But if its distribution is not equal, we cannot say the same sentence for that. Okay, because it depends upon the social and cultural formation also. So always no direct relationship between wealth and welfare in a society. Okay, we have completed this. Now our next topic is related to factors of production. All factors of production I will explain in the next lecture. Today in this lecture, I will just complete the topic. What do you mean by the production? What do you mean by the factors of the production? Okay, friends, have you listened this all? Don't think about this all. Just whatever a question I'm asking, you think and give me answer. Okay. Now I will close this sharing. I will not discuss any other topic with you. Whatever I'm just asking to you, you just say that. Have you listened this word production? Have you listened this word production? What do you mean by the production? After that I will discuss. But first for you, just think one time. Have you listened this word production? Production, that means what? Okay, if I will say I produce a ball pen, can be? I produced this ball pen. Can you believe it? I produced this ball pen. I can produce it. I can produce it. You remember this thing. Human person cannot produce any commodity perfectly from beginning to last and cannot destroy any commodity from the beginning to last. Suppose I'm saying that I produced this. Okay. I'm saying this. I produced it. How I can produce? By plastic, this plastic cover, plastic refill, this color, this blue pen, everything I produced. No. It's actually, if I'm a producer, then also I cannot produce properly from beginning to last because of it's depend on the nature also. Nature has provided raw material to me. Then I can produce it. In the absence of raw material, I cannot produce this thing as a producer, I'm saying. Why? Because of all type of commodity. So it's each and every commodity. If I'm saying that this notebook I produced this notebook. Maybe, but not from beginning to last. Okay, because of its raw material I cannot produce. Maybe farmer will say I had produced this raw material, but how he has produced? With the help of land, with the help of the air, with the help of water only it can be produced. So each and every commodity, which is in our life, which is in our life. This all produced by not human being. Human being can be convert their form, okay, and generate some utility in that. This type of plastic and this type of raw material has given by my nature. I have just converted its form from that raw material to this ready product. I am saying this notebook produced by any type of producer, whatever producer. I'm not advertising for that. Huh? I'm just saying that if any type of producer is producing this good and that producer is saying, I produced it, how he can produce? In the absence of raw material, can he produce? No. He has converted this commodities raw material. Okay. These things raw material only converted by him. So this type of conversion, okay, generates some utilities in a raw material with the help of production factors. Then only any type of commodity can be produced. Correct? So friends, the activity of conversion of of raw material and resources into final goods which satisfy human want to collect production. Okay. The activity of conversion. What do you mean by the production? Today we are discussing first this meaning. What do you mean by the production? Production, that means what? Production, that means the activity of conversion of raw materials and resources into final goods, which satisfy the want of the human person. If I'm using this notebook, I can satisfy my want. If I'm using this ball pen, I can satisfy my requirement, my want. That means what? I'm human being. Okay. So I can satisfy my want with the help of this good. And who has produced this good? Who has converted? A person who has converted from raw material and resources into final good. That person is known as a producer. But this activity which has done that is known as production. So what is the meaning of the production? The activity. The activity. हो सकता है कि किसी ने इसका प्लास्टिक प्रिपेयर किया होगा, किसी ने रिफिल, किसी ने इंक, किसी ने इसका कैप बनाया होगा, whatever. This all work has done by the labor with the help of machine and tools. Okay. So these all are resources with the help of capital, with the help of labor, with the help of the entrepreneur, with the help of the landowner. This can be complete. This have completed. Okay. But what is it? It is just like an activity. The activity of conversion of raw materials and resources into final goods which satisfy human wants is collected production. It is called production, which can be satisfied the human wants. It is known as production. Okay, by converting the nature of the resource, because this have given by our nature, this has done because of the leaves and this all type of raw materials. Okay. So their utilities, with the help of tree only this can be produced. Without tree it cannot produce, correct? So their utility increases. Okay, their form can be changed. Utility increases. Hence, production can also be called a process. Production is what? It is a process in which increases utility of resources. Okay. For example, when wood is converted into chairs which are demanded by customers for satisfaction of their want, then the utility of wood increases and this process of conversion is called production. Okay. Now the agents which help to such process of conversion. What do you mean by the production factor? Now I will discuss it. What do you mean by the production factors or factors of production? The agents which help in such a process. Which process? Convert from raw material into finished good. Process of conversion or production are called factors of the production or production factors. Okay, these are four factors of production. These are land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. Okay, friends, in detail we will discuss next day. Thank you. We'll meet again in the next period. I hope you all have got it. If you have any query, personally message me. Thank you.